Hello and welcome to this virtual service of Aldridge Parish Church for today, the 6th of September. And welcome to September. It's great to have you with us today. A few notices as we begin. Well, we're going to continue putting together virtual services this autumn. From 5 a.m. Each Sunday, you'll be able to find the order of service with links to the parts of the service on the website, and the full version of the service will be available on the website and on Facebook later in the day. Sometimes we're going to stream that service at a particular time, as I'll explain in a moment. We're also beginning to hold some gathered services, even though the restrictions on what we can do are quite tight. So from now on, we will be showing the virtual service on the screens at church each Sunday at 9:15 a.m. and sometimes we will celebrate communion in that service. And here's an idea of what it looks like. So we've set up the seats in clusters, so that each cluster of seats is socially distanced from the others. So if you come in a household or a bubble, you can obviously sit with others in your household or bubble. And this means that the maximum number of people we can fit in depends not just on the number of people who come, but on the number of households or bubbles. The top number is anywhere between 24 and 74, depending on that figure. I'm sorry, it's a bit complicated, isn't it? Initially, the priority with that 9:15 service is to make sure that we have space for those who have no internet, but there will be other spare seats. So to begin with, if you'd like to come, please could you email or call the office so that we can make sure that we're not going to get into a situation where we're contravening the regulations. So that's 9:15 each Sunday morning. Next week, on the 13th of September at 10:45, we're going to hold a drive-in communion service in the car park outside the school and the church centre. I won't go into the technical details right now, but you can find them at the link on the screen. It's not too complicated. You need to arrive 15 minutes or so early at 10:30 to get set up. And of course, although we can't sing in church at the moment, we can sing in our cars. And what we'll then do once we've taken part in the service in our cars is we'll serve communion in the open air. So that's an experiment next week, 13th of September, 10:30 for 10:45. There will also be other 10:45 experiments this month at the church centre, initially with those who have expressed an interest in them, and more details on those to follow. We've also started Wednesday worship each Wednesday at 10:30. So we had 28 people with us this week, and it went smoothly. Again, could we please ask you to email or call the office if you want to come to that service on a Wednesday, so that we can be sure to manage it safely. We're into a phase, I think, of just trying things out and seeing how they go. Not everything will work for everyone, and some of the things we try might not even work at all. We're probably going to need a bit of grace and patience, but at least we can find ways now where we can worship together, even if it's very different to the pattern we once knew. Well, last notice, we are relaunching the virtual Scratch Choir in preparation for Harvest this year. It would be great to have you taking part in the traditional hymn, "Come, ye thankful people, come." The details for how to get involved in that are at the link on the screen. Well, that's it for now. Any other notices will be distributed by email. Well, let's take a moment to be still, and then I'll invite you to join in with the words in bold type in a prayer of confession. When we cry out to the Lord in our trouble, he will deliver us from our distress. God will bring us out of darkness and out of the shadow of death. Lord, have mercy. Christ, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. May the Father forgive us by the death of his Son, and strengthen us to live in the power of the Spirit all our days. Amen. Let us give thanks to the Lord for his goodness and the wonders he does for his children. Let us offer him sacrifices of thanksgiving and tell of his acts with shouts of joy.